Welcome back, and we join you with visuals which are very, very disturbing and disheartening, ladies and gentlemen, because there is no dignity in death. This is the kind of issues that states are currently grappling with because of being ill prepared on how to deal with the surging cases of COVID-19 across the country. These are visuals coming in from Chhattisgarh, where bodies are now being taken away in garbage vans. Arunima now joining us with more details. Where are these visuals from? We'll try and go across to Arunima in just a bit, but clearly these visuals show that there are medical attendants who are there, and these are coming in from Chhattisgarh, where a garbage van has been used to take away COVID bodies from a COVID facility. The medical workers are wearing PPE kits, but there is no dignity in death. As we see the visuals of the medical workers taking a stretcher, taking the body and just dumping it in a garbage van. Not even an ambulance or a proper hearse van which was going to take these bodies, or a proper designated medical van which would actually take away these bodies towards for a proper burial or cremation. Arunima now joining us with more details. Yes, Arunima.
This incident happened in the Dongargaon area of the Rajnandgaon block, Rajnandgaon district. 4 patients allegedly died of COVID because there was not enough oxygen supply available. When these 4 patients of COVID died, their bodies were subsequently transferred to a garbage van to be carried to the cremation ground. Now, when the chief medical officer was asked by the local media about this kind of treatment, he said it's the local Nagar Panchayat which makes arrangements for the cremation. So essentially, the buck was getting passed from the medical officer to the municipality of that area. But it is a fact that situation in Chhattisgarh is very bad. The total number of patients who are affected by COVID, the numbers are rising. And these kind of pictures where, the dignity of in death is being denied to COVID patients are being seen even from capital Raipur.
Well, thank you for your input, Arunima. Clearly a sad state of affairs, and this is something which can be avoided. And many states should be questioned. There has been a first wave already. There has been a surge in cases already. Why is it that the medical infrastructure and the COVID care facilities have not been ramped up, and the backup not been ramped up to be prepared for a second wave or a surge that we are witnessing currently? It's a fair question to ask. Let's move on and then focus on the state of Maharashtra, where the Janata curfew has kicked in.
Right now at Shivaji Park in Dadar, and today seems to be a little bit of an unusual sight because on a normal day there would be a lot of walkers as well as other people who turn up in the morning for exercising.
There are several vehicles on the street even today, but what's important is enforcement is in place. There are several police personnel monitoring the situation.
Well, the state of Maharashtra has entered the 15-day curfew that will be on till the 30th of April. 7 a.m. is what we are given to understand. Till the 1st of May, beg your pardon, right through the 30th of April till 7 a.m. on the 1st of May. That's when this the entire Janata curfew will be on. But the visuals that have come through are not very, very encouraging. The Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray has taken a review meeting with the divisional commissioners, collectors, municipal commissioners, police commissioners to take stock of the situation. But a lot of the reports on ground show that there seems to be a cavalier attitude from the people. Unless there is people's participation, all of this is not going to help. There are those who are trying to follow the rules, and they are adhering to the protocols that have been put in place. Section 144 has been imposed. People cannot congregate. A lot of things have been shut down. You can't go anywhere and you can't hang around anywhere. All of that is being curbed, but still there seems to be a lack of discipline. Let's try and get a reality check. Zeba Varsi joining us from busy Kandivali in Mumbai. Zeba, what's the situation around you? Do you think people are responding positively to this Janata curfew?
Well, we've been reporting on this all through the day, Anand, and I would say that the situation was far better in the first half of the day. But as the evening progressed, we can see more people coming out. We can see more shops, opening up even non-essential shops with half shuttered down. So that certainly is happening. So perhaps more enforcement is needed. In fact, here as well, behind me, you can see some activity. You can see bikers, you can see auto rickshaws filled with people not adhering to the protocol which mandates that there should be not more than 2 people in an auto. So that is also not being followed, at least especially in residential colonies where I feel enforcement is not up to the mark. Only when the police patrolling vans come do people sort of scrambled around and get inside their homes and shut down the non-essential shops. So that is one area where Mumbai police really needs to work. That is the residential colonies in Mumbai, in suburban Mumbai especially. That's where I've been reporting from all through the day. But certainly there is a difference as compared to yesterday. If you ask me, today is better in terms of social distancing. Today is better in terms of less people on the road, less vehicles on the road. Public transport is open only for essential services. That is the key, which is, I think, working for the curfew. But more enforcement is needed on the ground.
Well, thank you for your input, Zeba. Stay safe, and as long as people follow the protocols, there will be an ability to break the chain. At least Maharashtra caseload, even though it is very, very high, has dropped below 60,000 in the last 24 hours. It's 58,000. Let's hope that the curve only drops down further rather than a steep upward trend. This is a report from on-ground situation at about 11 a.m. this morning. Divakar getting us this.
मुंबई थाने बॉर्डर पर चेकिंग के दौरान बिना वजह घूम रहे बड़ी संख्या में लोगों को पुलिस ने पकड़ा है। चेकिंग के दौरान आप देखिए कि जो पुलिस की वैन है, जो लोग बिना वजह घूमते पाए गए सड़कों पर, उनके खिलाफ कार्रवाई करते हुए पुलिस वैन में उन्हें बिठा लिया गया है। अब उन्हें यहां से पुलिस स्टेशन कार्रवाई के लिए ले जाया जा रहा है। यहाँ पर देखिए बड़ी संख्या में जो पुलिस वैन के अंदर लोग बैठे हुए हैं, ये बिना वजह जो है सड़कों पर निकलने हुए पाए गए हैं पुलिस चेकिंग के अभियान के दौरान, जिसके बाद पुलिस ने उन्हें पकड़ लिया है और पकड़ने के बाद अब सीधा पुलिस स्टेशन यहाँ से लेके जा रही है। जो रिक्शा वाले बिना वजह सड़कों पर घूमते हुए मिले हैं, उनके खिलाफ भी पुलिस ने सख्त एक्शन लिया है। पुलिस का ये कहना है कि रिक्शे के जो लोग हैं वो बिना वजह जो है घूमते हुए पाए गए, इसलिए उनको रोका गया है।
Well, a few days after Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray had urged the help from the centre for Air Force to actually try and bring in oxygen supply and try and increase the oxygen supply into the state, Health Minister Rajesh Tope says that the situation right now is all right, but to ensure that there is a perennial supply and in future there is no shortage, oxygen plants will now be set up at hospitals. Listen in.
सर, जिस तरीके से ऑक्सीजन को लेकर के प्रधानमंत्री ने आज पत्र लिखा, रेमडेसिविर को लेकर लगातार दिक्कतें आ रही, कई जगहों पर आपको भी शिकायतें मिली हैं, किस तरीके से सरकार एक्शन प्लान कर रही हो?
देखिए, एक है कि ऑक्सीजन के लिए आज जो डिमांड है उस हिसाब से सप्लाई ज़रूर है। लॉन्ग टर्म का अगर सस्टेन करना है तो हमारे को ऑक्सीजन जनरेशन प्लांट लगाना ज़रूरी है, और वो ऑक्सीजन जनरेशन प्लांट की जो भी 3-4-8 कंपनीज़ है वो टेक्नोलॉजी लेके हम गवर्नमेंट में भी जहाँ जहाँ ज़रूरी है वहाँ लगाएंगे।
रेमडेसिविर को लेकर सर आज पुणे में भी कई लोग कलेक्टर ऑफिस तक पहुँच गए थे, कई जगहों पर दिक्कतें आ रही।
रेमडेसिविर ये जो इंजेक्शन है वो सीवियर और मॉडरेट पेशेंट्स के लिए है, नॉट फॉर माइल्ड, तो उसका यूज़ जुडिशियसली करना बहुत ज़रूरी है, यानी सोच समझ कर करना चाहिए।
So what is it that one can do and can't do during this 15-day period of the Janata curfew in Maharashtra? Maha Siddiqui answers some of the more frequently asked questions.
Am I allowed to step out of my house?
Yes, you can, but only for essential travel.
Can I visit a hospital to take the vaccine?
Yes, all hospitals and vaccination centers will remain open.
Is my house help allowed to come to my house?
Yes, house helps are permitted to travel for work.
Can I buy groceries from a shop?
Yes, essential services are open from 7 a.m. till 8 p.m.
Can I dine in a restaurant?
No, but you can get food delivered to your home.
Can I watch a movie in a theatre or go to the mall?
No, cinema halls and malls are all closed.
Can I order from an e-commerce site?
Yes, but only if you order essential goods.
Can I withdraw cash from an ATM or go to the bank?
Yes, banks and ATMs will continue to function.
Can I travel in an auto or a cab?
Public transport is allowed, but at 50% capacity.
Can I travel in local trains or take the bus?
Local trains and buses are only for essential services.
Can I travel by flight?
Yes, as of now, there are no restrictions on air travel.